Can't lose you 1/3 of the way through this thing, man.
No. Well, not when we got news to talk about. We got some exciting news to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
Let's lead off with the big one, which is
Deadpool 3.
Deadpool 3. Kevin Feige's been talking, so we have a couple other Kevin Feige mentioned things to talk about as well. But to lead off, Deadpool 3, I think it was an interview with Collider, said that it's currently in pre-production. Script's being written. It's going to be R-rated.
Still in the MCU.
Still in the MCU.
Or going to be in the MCU.
In the MCU.
Going
yeah,
to be
it's not its own little pocket thing.
And Ryan Reynolds is overseeing this.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's worth noting because didn't they get rid of all the writers that were originally attached?
Yeah, I don't think it's Paul Wernick. I think
No,
his name. It's whoever they always hire for the MCU stuff.
I saw that story today and I was like, so is this movie going to be him traveling through the multiverse and ending up on accident running into the MCU? So who's gonna? It's got to be the first MCU person he meets has to be Spider-Man. It has to be. He has to like accidentally run into him and be like, "Whoa, you're sexy," because he's absolutely in love with Spider-Man.
Man, if
he's just make it really weird.
Yeah,
if he's traveling through the multiverse, I'm expecting a scene where he appears on our Earth and he meets Kevin Feige and he's like, "You need to put me in your."
Yes. Yes. I this is what I want the movie to be. I want him to be traveling through the multiverse.
It's like Fox is gone. What am I supposed to do now?
Right. No, that's exactly what this movie should be. And then like the villain can be somebody who toys with the multiverse. I don't know. I just think that would be so funny and super. It'd be like Teen Titans Go to the Movies, but with Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it.
I think I want this to be a dimension hopping buddy cop movie with him and Cable. Just put those two together in some sort of ridiculous, where they're hopping around and meeting different people and
this. Oh my!
The MCU jokes they can make now are
it's gonna be
endless,
so good.
Endless.
They're gonna be so mean and relentless, and it's gonna be great.
I honestly like this is okay. So this is what I want to happen. I want the movie to start with Deadpool and Cable. We'll go buddy cop route, and they're just kind of killing people, breaking up some sort of thing, some mafia thing. Sure, whatever, not important. And
he finds the script.
Well, like a portal opens up because he's about to be sucked into the multiverse, and as it happens, Wolverine walks out of like a bar and he's like, oh, and then he gets sucked in, and that's how the movie starts. And that's all I want because all we've wanted and all Ryan Reynolds wants is to be on screen with him.
Yeah.
That would be the way you start that movie. I think that would be just perfect.
Gosh, do you also get Hugh Jackman though?
Yes. Oh yeah.
No, like later, who's like, dude, I'm Hugh Jackman. I'm not Wolverine.
Maybe him.
That was a part I played.
Oh, what if Hugh Jackman and Kevin Feige are like meeting, and he busts in, and he's like,
"What movie is that where he pretends to be Wolverine?" Hugh Jack is that? Oh, I think it's Enchanted. Live action Disney princess movie. Yeah, let's go.
Say, don't look at me.
I can just think
it's him and Alice Eve are doing a like Shakespeare in the Park or something, and he threatens a guy by going Wolverine.
That sounds about right.
All I can think about is all the ridiculous options they'll have to make this movie.
Yeah, and especially with, this movie's being written now with, we have, WandaVision coming out, like literally this week, and we have Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness happening next year, I think, right?
Who knows at this point?
Who knows?
So like
they've figured out their multiverse system, how it works.
Yeah.
So they will be able to fit this in perfectly.
The other thought is this is Deadpool kills the.
It'd be funny.
It's a really, really popular comic book. So
there's so much they can do.
Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. Yeah, it's like they've done it like 5 times. They always go back to that well.
All right. I don't know if I'd like that as much, but
I think it'd be funny.
It probably would be. It is an R-rated Marvel, so
I got to do something weird.
Yep. What's next?
Well, I mean, speaking of multiverses, We kind of talked about it last week with Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton, but that turned out to not be true. And at this point, I just don't.
They're
know
just rumor, right?
What is
Like,
going on anymore?
Yeah.
So I
Neither
guess
do they. It's okay.
we got each comic brand film division trying to figure out how to do the multiverse. One seems to be going fine, and the other one has started over with their movie 5 times now with 10 directors.
That's
gonna
the new
have-
Uncharted.
It has 2 Batmans, but then 1 Batman, but now 2 Batmans again in it. Had Cyborg, but maybe it doesn't anymore.
We're talking about the
Flashpoint.
what
This
will,
is
what will
Flashpoint.
inevitably be the MC or the DC's. Oh, I guess it won't be the first Oscar nominated. Never mind. That already happened.
Twice. Both won.
Yeah, we got the Oscar-winning Suicide Squad.
Makes me so sad.
The worst one
In any case,
gets the
in any case, no. I think Flashpoint. I just need a little bit clearer vision from them. But I would again. I think I said this last year. At this point, this is a running gag every year. I'm just gonna say I'd be fine with Flashpoint just not happening.
Just make a Flash movie.
Just keep it simple. We're
Keep it simple, stupid.
Wonder Woman 1984 kind of proved that you can do your own thing. It doesn't need to be connected to all these other things.
Or Muschietti.
Just make a good Flash movie. That's all you need to do.
Muschietti's trying to
Straight
do too
up,
much.
at this point, if they just canceled everything except the Batman, because that is its own thing, start it over. Or even just scrapped all that and was like, we're not doing this MCU-like thing anymore. We're just gonna make movies.
Just make movies.
I would be so okay with it. Even if I lose Aquaman 2 at this point.
But you could do Aquaman 2 that doesn't have to be connected. Like, that's the thing. Like, I think people, and when I say people, I just, general audiences and then probably also executives feel like once they've kind of opened that box, you can't just shove it back in. But it's fun. Like, Shazam can exist in a world without everyone else. It's already made references. Whatever. Just let it and Black Adam do its little thing. You can have Wonder Woman going on her own adventures. The next one's supposedly going to be set in the
Present day
anyways. Aquaman, have that be a much more... It doesn't need to be this whole globe-trotting thing with all the other characters. I think what we had talked about last week, actually, with the rumors with Keaton and the Flash, like, I think that sounds interesting. I love Keaton. But I don't know if you don't need to do it. You can let it die. And just start fresh.
For the 8th time.
Ironically enough, this kind of a conversation will come back later in our main topic tonight from one of my predictions.
I'll be referencing DC as well.
Me as well.
Gotta hit all of them, right?
That's what we in the business call a tease.
Oh, you teasing me, not you know.
So let's just keep talking about the multiverse.
Yeah.
So WandaVision starts this Friday, the 15th.
Yeah.
And it's going to launch with 2 episodes. That was news this week, a 2-episode premiere.
Dope.
Cool with it.
I'm excited.
Too.
Finally something MCU to watch.
And it's getting some pretty positive buzz online.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I spelled premiere wrong in my notes. I'm ashamed of myself.
Gosh dang it. You're going to have to delete the whole page now and start over.
I already did. I lost all my predictions.
Whoa! Looks like me and Brent are going to be coming off as winners this year.
Yeah. So something that's not
Brett.
happening.
He didn't get a single prediction.
Shh, quiet.
Brett's an idiot.
Something that we won't be seeing sooner rather than later, which means we'll be seeing it later rather than sooner, is Morbius.
Did it get canceled?
It got delayed.
Oh.
Really?
Yep. So it had a premiere of March 18th. It got delayed to October 8th.
I'm not surprised by
Just in time for the...
Dune?
No, well... kind of the Halloween season. Also,
Makes sense.
there's a better chance that this being Sony, I mean Marvel in part, but Sony Pictures, like it doesn't have a streaming service that they can just throw it on at the same time.
Not yet.
So,
Some of your predictions.
No. Is it one of yours?
No.
Oh,
I
I'm
just
just
think
assuming Sony's eventually going to make a streaming service. Hold on, let me write this down.
there's going to be some
Nope,
movies that are listed in the spring that will move to the fall because of
It is one of mine.
the rollout of the vaccine, and theaters more likely will be open in the fall.
Oh yeah, I got.
So
I didn't even
You
mention
didn't
that
mention
this
that.
week. Yeah, I got the vaccine this week or last week. Sorry,
does
guys.
that mean we can hug you now?
Sure.
I'm good.
Apparently, it's like 80% effective on the first. I don't know.
And then 90 something.
When does the third arm grow?
It already did.
You got rid of it?
Yeah, I cut it off
Why'd you do that?
because I wanted to frame it and put it on my wall.
Oh, dope. But then you can't use it.
It wasn't functional.
Oh, sad day.
You gotta
It didn't have fingers.
You gotta build the muscle. You get robotic fingers on it.
It was just an arm, like a literal arm. It had no hand. It just stopped.
Hit people with.
Gonna drink.
Sorry. What are we talking about?
Exactly.
Morbius.
More
in
like
October.
Morbius, am I right?
More like Snorbius.
Ah, yours is better. Take it.
What else?
More
What else
Marvel.
is news?
Loki season 2 is in development already, and season 1's not out yet. Cool.
Does not surprise me.
Me either. They were like, oh, people love that trailer. Get season 2 started.
Yeah, right.
Perfect. People love Tom Hiddleston. They'll take more of him in anything.
Oh yeah.
So,
Is he gonna be in the Loki written Kevin Feige produced Star Wars movie?
we'll
Hold on,
talk
let me
about
write down
that-
this. Let me
we'll
write down
talk
this
about
prediction.
that later.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Everything is the freaking. Oh my gosh.
I'm predicting all the time.
It's not Tom Hiddleston though.
All right. So
It's Tom Riddleston.
we were talking about Batman
Tom
a little
Riddle?
earlier, and so
Sorry.
we
What are you
learned-
talking
I
about?
don't know.
Are you trying to
I'm
podcast?
trying.
Luke and I are in the zone over
Trying
here, dude.
so hard.
I'm gonna crash this pod.
We already did.
Now this is podcasting.
So Ben Affleck is apparently writing / directing an adaptation of the young adult book series The Keeper of the Lost Cities for Disney.
Who's doing this?
Ben Affleck.
Oh,
We were talking about Batman.
he's not Batman.
Exactly.
He's making a Disney movie.
He's not come back because he's making Disney movies.
Is that the ultimate betrayal to Snyder
What's
fans?
this? What's this
Probably.
called? The Lost what?
Keeper of the Lost Cities. I guess it's like a 9-part thing.
Oh my gosh. It's a movie?
It's a book.
No, he's making
He's
a movie.
making a movie, yes.
No, he's writing a book for Disney.
He's reading a TV show.
He's reading the
Keeper
script.
I'm losing my mind tonight, guys.
the
We started
Lost
off
Cities. Hey,
so
there it
good,
is.
and then we just... Luke, you have any other news?
Oh man, this looks bad. Got really good reviews though. About 12-year-old.
We haven't talked about the
Young
CW
adult.
in a while.
Oh, we haven't, have
And
we?
I think this is big news because this is the first time the CW has ever said no to a superhero
Yes.
show.
Oh man, I didn't write this
yeah.
down, but this is such a good idea.
Green Arrow and the Canaries is not happening.
Thank God. I'll say it. That was a bad idea.
Yeah, I'll take less CW superhero shows at this point.
I didn't write it down, so this is not a spoiler. One of my predictions was that they would kill the Arrowverse in 2020.
Ooh.
I didn't write it down.
What if you needed it to back up? I'm stealing all yours as we're going.
Hey, that
What about Deadpool kills the CW?
Oh my gosh. I would give away every penny in my savings account for that.
that has clearly been somewhat lucrative because they've made about 16 different spin-off series off of Arrow. So
Would love to watch Deadpool kill off all America.
in other news,
For running that atrocious route and putting slow-mo on it.
we also heard that Kevin Hart signed a deal with Netflix, kind of in the Adam Sandler style. He's going to
What?
produce and star in 4 films, and then after those 4 films, he's going to get a first look deal with Netflix. I think his work with their
Mhm.
with them on his stand-up stuff has been really obviously gone really well. So that he did have a first look deal with Universal. I don't know if that kind of ran out, came to the end of its contract, and he upped, or if Netflix was just like, "Hey,
Let's
we'll
manufacture.
buy you out of this."
Let's manufacture some drama. Kevin Hart and The Rock are beefing, and that's why he left Universal.
Obviously.
Beef. You don't want no beef?
You know about no beef? Oscar winner. Oh man, I should have done this story after Brett was talking about Batman. The Matt Reeves Gotham PD Year One Batman show found a new showrunner.
Oh.
I did not see this.
Yeah, I think Terrence Winter left because of creative differences like a month or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
I remember that.
And he was replaced by Joe Barton. Whatever written down, I don't remember if that was right. He did Humans on AMC and Troy Fall of the City on Netflix and some other stuff that I didn't write down because I got tired of typing.
Well done.
Thank you.
That's the kind
I'm
of
dedicated.
Journalistic integrity we want
Yeah,
around here.
heck yeah. Do we have any more movie show stuff before we move to video games?
No.
One TV show thing. They announced the cast for Umbrella Academy Season 3's
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Sparrow Academy, which if you've seen Season 2,
Nope, I haven't. Don't look at me like that.
punch you in the shoulder.
You should. This shoulder. Not this shoulder.
Nope, the bad one.
The one that Brett pushed earlier?
Yes.
It didn't hurt. It's okay. Just give me time.
There's stuff revealed
hoping
at the
it
end of
did.
Season 2. There's another
What?
team, and they're called the Sparrow Academy, and this is the cast, and one of them is a cube named Christopher.
I love it.
That is hilarious.
That show can absolutely pull off having a cube as a main character.
There's a monkey butler. There's a robot mom.
There's some weird stuff.
There's one dude who's dead, but he's not dead because his brother's pretty much keeping him alive.
Show's whack.
Dude, I love that show. I
What
can't
I've
wait for
watched of it,
season
I
3.
really enjoyed.
I still need to watch Season 2. I know. Calm down. I watched 15 movies this week.
You
Give
watched
me a
9,
break.
liar, and you didn't watch them all this week, liar.
Watch 9, liar. I thought was I the only
You were
one?
the only
Yeah.
one who reviewed it.
I could have sworn we all reviewed that together. Man, maybe I just really talk a lot more than I think.
Next time for Season 3, hey Luke.
For Season 3, we'll be there.
Oh, even if I don't watch it, I'll fake it.
I will.
Don't believe you.
I will watch it. I will watch it. All right. Video game time?
Video game time.
Let's do it.
Rust is coming to consoles in 2021. It was rated by the ESRB this week.
Rust is bad for metal. I don't want that on my console
Or my car.
or my car.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Video game wise, though, I actually don't know what that is. So
It's like a
Survival?
It's like a survival PUBG type game. Like the gunplay is like PUBG, and the survival stuff, I guess, is like a somewhat like Ark.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
been on PC for a long time.
Yeah, it's the largest game on Twitch right now.
Oh, dang.
11 million concurrent viewers this past week. And apparently the fan base is super toxic, so I will stay away from this one.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Maybe.
he had me out at PUBG. Then you said Ark.
Well, you lost me at Rust, so
Yeah.
it's
Fair
apparently
enough.
it's a huge deal, and I figured we should mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's one other huge gaming one that I have.
I don't believe you.
Do you have any gaming stuff?
Nope.
Do you have any gaming?
Destiny, really?
No.
Then no.
Okay. Lucasfilm Games was announced today.
So I saw this and I was like, how is this different from what?
I don't
didn't
know.
look into it.
The fact that it's going to be called Lucasfilm Games
Yeah.
is different.
I watched that trailer and I was like, oh,
I've
I've
played all
played
these.
these.
Yeah.
There's nothing new here. This is just
Yeah. They're just moving it under a title.
I think it's probably just Disney for a long time, especially with their game division, with Star Wars, when they acquired Lucasfilm, did not know what they were doing with them. And I think this is maybe that they've kind of figured
first
out
step.
the direction they're taking Star Wars in general.
Mhm.
Like, okay, we're done with the Skywalker saga. We've got these shows planned. We've had a couple very positive reviewed games. Battlefront 2, not so much when it first came out, but has improved
Yeah.
leaps
Oh,
and
yeah.
bounds.
Oh, yeah.
They have squadrons. They have the
Fallen
Fallen Order. And this is probably just them saying, okay, let's get our crap together and
and then move forward.
Move forward.
Yep. No, that's exactly what I think this is. I think we're probably a few weeks, maybe a couple months away from an announcement of some sort for the next Star Wars game.
That's what May 4th, Star Wars Day,
Yep.
is going to be. I bet they have a big
Yep.
Star Wars
And
game
this is
announcement
prepping
there.
for that.
Yeah.
KOTOR remake? Did I steal one of yours again?
No. I do have some Star Wars stuff in there because I'm in full-fledged Star Wars mode with Light of the Jedi.
Man, BioWare's in remake mode right now. Remaking Anthem, remaking Mass Effect. Why not remake KOTOR?
Is that one of your predictions?
No. I like to go really stupid and weird with a lot of mine.
Same.
I'm out.
I feel like KOTOR is actually a possibility, so I would never predict it.
Well, does that wrap up our news?
I think so.
All right, so let's move over into our main topics tonight.